Hey guys, you're watching video 56, and today we're going to be talking about that very rare occasion when your property taxes can go down. So there are various tax exemptions that are available to those qualified applicants, but today we're only going to be discussing the homestead exemptions. Whether you've heard of the homestead exemption or not, that's totally fine, because today we're going to be talking about everything from what the homestead exemption is, who qualifies for it, how to apply. I'm even going to walk you through the steps on how to go through the application process. The homestead exemption is a real estate tax exemption based on the assessed value of your property. There are two exemptions that fall under homestead, one being the initial homestead exemption, which is for property valued up to $50,000, which will unlock a $25,000 tax exemption. Now, the second exemption, or the additional homestead exemption, is for property valued up to $75,000, which will unlock a second $25,000 tax exemption. So if your property is valued at $75,000 or greater, this means you reap a $50,000 tax exemption. Anything below, you will get a portion of the exemption. According to Article 7, Section 6 of the Florida Constitution, all property owners who as of January 1st have legal and equitable title in real estate and maintain it as their permanent residence, which is key, are entitled to a homestead exemption. And some of the additional requirements would be you have to have all of your vehicles registered in the state of Florida. You must have a Florida driver's license or an ID issued by the state of Florida. So basically, you have to be a Florida resident. And unfortunately for you military folks out there that are trying to maintain your current home of record for your driver's license, or maybe to not pay state taxes, you will not qualify for the homestead exemption unless you, of course, register in the glorious state of Florida. So on Google, I've always wanted to click this. Botanic Gardens, interesting. Okay, I get, all right, focus. Okay, so we're gonna search BCPAO Homestead. Now we'll click that, and that will show up all the exemptions. You can click that link or go to where it says Online Homestead. Now, this will bring you to a page where you can start filing online for the exemption. So continue. Let's put your last name, Mr. Smith, and John Smith. Search, there's probably none. Oh, what do you know? There's a shit ton. All right, so find your name, find your property. That's it. When we first purchased our property in 2014, the property was in fact homesteaded. However, I failed to apply for homestead in 2015 prior to the deadline, which resulted in a loss of homestead exemption for 2016. So, as you can imagine, my taxes did go up because of the loss of the exemption, and my assessed value also raised, which resulted in a very high tax bill that I was not so happy about. So, please learn from my mistakes, and that's why I'm doing this video, so you guys don't make the same silly mistakes that I did. In summary, if you bought your property last year, so before January 1st, you have until this year, March 1st, to apply for your homestead, and then it will come into effect next year. Does that make sense? It also does not automatically transfer. So if you had homestead on another residence and you purchase a new residence, that homestead will not transfer over unless you apply. So make sure to apply. And once you finally apply, it will automatically renew. So you don't have to do it every year. So remember, you have until March 1st to apply. So get out there, apply. It takes like 2 minutes. And once you do it, it's done until you buy your next property. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you learned something today. And if you found this video, I guess, beneficial, go ahead and share it with some people so that they can save some money on their property taxes. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your shares. I'll see you guys next Monday.